You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Well, ain't it nice to see a familiar face? Welcome to another year of accessibility settings.
They ain't got no drive, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, make it
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Rams and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down. NFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Stafford now to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's Taylor on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. 2nd and 10 now. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
You gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver no matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Stafford looks to throw again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
No.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Stafford here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy. And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stafford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one,
They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said clicking.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
3rd and long at Stanford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. We've reached the end of one here at the Super Bowl with a lot more still to come. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. To return is Taylor. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. but I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The Bengal press. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taylor now to return it. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaking up. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3, ready?
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. McPherson on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're...
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 40 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Burrow looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone, but instead 2nd down. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And after that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. The football going back to the Rams now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Rams on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, 25 yards for the touchdown. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And touchdown! Chris Evans with a return of 102 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, they don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, it's Stafford. Taken down, back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over first and 10. Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He might be on his way.
Quarterback throwing it accurately. People block for the quarterback. So many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jamar Chase with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he goes goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Now Burrow on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Burrow. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
And here's Taylor on the return.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Control. Now the Bengals will again line up to go for 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 30. There he goes, right side. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Trent Taylor, 71 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Stafford here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Taylor now returning it. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now this offense ready to head back out there.
I'm running.
11-90.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ja'Marr Chase.
32 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. The football going back to the Rams now.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again is Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. To throw is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So possession goes over here on the punt.
1.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To return is Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. On 1st down at Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Stafford now to throw. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Taylor now to return it.
Shoves him aside. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Bengals getting set to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. The Rams ready to go on offense.
Stafford on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Play action. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
They have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
But Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Bengals have recovered it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on second down is Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing is Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you get more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Howell now to take it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Howell now to take it out of the end zone.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. first down. Stafford here.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Robinson. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the 50, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Stafford looks to throw again.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he completed 7 straight passes before that one as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. Here's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Would it be Frank Cini? This is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds...
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass, the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything looked for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Jamar Chase He's hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Burrow looking to pass.
'Cause me, it's the whole team. Share with